Hello everyone, I wanted to point something out about Elijah. When I was growing up, I was told a story about how Elijah was taken up by a chariot of fire to heaven to be with the Father, and that he was taken body and soul. And from what I've seen, I just want to point out that that's not true. For one, he wasn't taken up by any chariot of fire. He was taken by a whirlwind, and he didn't go to the place that everybody's thinking. If you go to chapter 2 of 2 Kings and read all that, it talks about how Elijah or EliYahu and Elisha were together, and that EliYahu, which is Elijah, was supposed to be taken away from Elisha. If you go to that and read it, that's the story there. I'm just going to make a quick video and point out some things here, what I have highlighted, to show you that it says, and it came to be when Yahuwah was taken up, or was to take up EliYahu to the heavens by a whirlwind, that EliYahu went with Elisha from Gilgal. Sorry if I didn't say that right. For one, you could see that it says heavens with an S. It doesn't say heaven, and it says by a whirlwind. And in when you go down here to verse 11, and it says, "And it came to be, as they continued and spoke, that see, a chariot of fire with horses of fire, which separated the two of them, and EliYahu went up by a whirlwind into the heavens." So that chariot of fire did not take him up. It split the two men apart from each other. It says that it came, that the chariot came, and you can see right here, it says, which separated the two of them. It separated them. And then EliYahu went up by a whirlwind into the heavens. Again, that word heavens, that means the sky. When you see heavens, it doesn't always mean heaven where you think of where Yahuwah is at. There's actually more than one. There's, of course, the actual heaven where Yahuwah is at, Shemiam. And then there's the heavens where the air and the sky is at, and the firmament and the stars where the sun, the moon, and the stars are at, and things like that. So it doesn't say he was taken up into heaven. It says the whirlwind took him into the heavens. And if you go to the Strong's Concordance number H5591 to see what the word whirlwind means, it's like a storm. So it's kind of like a tornado. Like a tornado took him up into the sky, and it moved him somewhere else on earth. It did not take him to heaven. It moved him from one part of the earth to another part. And we can see that when you go down here to verse 16. It said, "And look, they said to him, Look, there are 50 strong men with your servants. Please let them go and search for your master, lest the Spirit of Yahuwah has taken him up and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley." And he said, "Send no one." So you can see here that Yahuwah has taken him up and cast him upon some mountain or into some valley. So it cast him somewhere else. It didn't say that it took him to heaven with him. It said that he took him up by the whirlwind, by the storm or whatever it was, not by the chariot of fire, and then it moved him into the mountains or into some valley. It did not take him to heaven with Yahuwah. And if you go to 2 Chronicles 21:12, go and read that. EliYahu actually wrote a letter to somebody, and this was after he was moved from one part to the other part in the sky, the heavens, which is the sky. So if he was taken to heaven to be with Yahuwah, then how is he writing letters to people after that? So it was just, him simply being split apart by the chariot of fire, taken up into the sky, and moved to another place by a whirlwind. It was not by the chariot of fire.